Hello everyone, this is Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. For this episode, our lesson is about solving inequalities. I will show and explain how to solve inequalities using the properties of inequalities. When we say solving inequalities, we will find the solutions or the values of the variable in that inequality. Solving inequalities follows the same procedures in solving equations. Okay, example. If our equation is 2y minus 4 is equal to 8, what will be the solution to this equation? Okay, to solve this equation, we will use the properties of equality. We have to isolate y or the variable y on one side of the equation. And to do that, first we have to move minus 4 on the other side of this equation. Since this is minus 4, if we will move on the other side, it will become plus 4. So we only have 2y on the left side of the equation. 8 plus 4, that's 12. And to find the value of y, just divide both sides by 2. And if we will simplify, 12 divided by 2, 6. So the solution to this equation is 6. Okay, how about in an inequality? Okay, we already know that inequality uses inequality symbols or signs. We have here less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Okay, let's give an example. Let's solve this inequality. 2x is greater than or equal to 4. You just have to remember that if we are solving an inequality, we are trying to find the solutions or the value of the variable. And we will just follow the same procedures in solving equations. So to find the value of x here, we have to divide both sides of this inequality by 2. And if we will simplify, x is now greater than or equal to 4 divided by 2 is 2. So x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, another example by answering this concept check question. The following is the process of solving the inequality negative 3x is less than 6. Fill in the appropriate values in the box. Okay, to solve this inequality, what we have to do first is divide both sides of this inequality by negative 3. Okay, so this is negative 3x over negative 3, 6 over negative 3. Okay, if we will simplify, then we now have here x, and since we divided both sides of this inequality by negative 3 or a negative number, then this less than sign reverses or changes. It will now become greater than. So 6 divided by negative 3, it's negative 2. So x is greater than negative 2. Okay, now let's answer this simple problem. Solve the inequality negative 1 over 3x plus 4 is greater than 2 using the properties of inequalities. So we have here negative 1 over 3x plus 4 is greater than negative 2. Okay, we are trying to find the value of x. Okay, first, we have to remove plus 4 on this side. So move on the other side. This is minus 4. So we only have negative 1 over 3x on the left side of this inequality. Okay, this is greater than 2 minus 4. Then that's equal to negative 2. Okay, now, since we're looking for the value of x, we need to multiply both sides of the equation by negative 3. So if we will multiply both sides of the equation by negative 3 times negative 1 over 3, that's now positive 1. So 1x or x. And on the right side of this inequality, negative 2 times negative 3, then this is now 6 or positive 6. And since we multiplied both sides of this inequality by a negative number, this symbol will reverse or change. So from greater than, this will now become less than. So x is less than 6. Okay, and for the last problem, let's also answer this one. When negative 4a plus 3 is less than negative 4b plus 3, which of the following is correct? Okay, if you're going to take a look at this inequality, it's long and complicated. So our strategy is we will simplify this inequality. Let's just simplify this inequality to a, b. Okay, to do that, okay, first, okay, let's copy negative 4a plus 3 is less than negative 4b plus 3. Okay, let's eliminate plus 3 on both sides of this inequality. And to do that, just subtract 3 on both sides. So this will be canceled. So we only have negative 4a less than negative 4b. Okay, now, since we are trying to simplify this one, okay, let's divide both sides of this inequality by negative 4. So here is divided by negative 4. So we only have here a, and since we divided both sides of this inequality by a negative number, okay, from less than sign, this will now reverse or change. So this is now A is greater than B. So this is now our simplified inequality. So now, let's find out which of the following is correct. So this is A is less than B. So number 1 is not the answer we're looking for. Okay, what about number 2? A over 2 is less than B over 2. So we divided both sides of the inequality by a positive number. So it means the symbol should be greater than also. But this is less than. So this is not correct. Okay, number 3 is A minus 3. Here is B minus 3. So we subtracted same number 3 on both sides of this inequality. And the sign should be the same, greater than. So A minus 3 is greater than B minus 3. So this is correct. Okay, what about number 4? 4 minus 3A is greater than 4 minus 3B. Okay, we can simplify this by subtracting both sides of this inequality by 4 or subtract by 4. So this is minus 4 and this will be canceled. So we only have negative 3a is greater than negative 3b. Okay, let's see. We multiplied both sides of this inequality by a negative number. So since this is a negative number, then this symbol should reverse or change, but this is still greater than, so this is not correct. For number 5, 5a plus 2 less than 5b plus 2. So simplify first, subtract 2 on both sides of this inequality. So we only have 5a is less than 5b. So we multiplied both positive numbers on both sides of this equation. So this symbol should be greater than, but this one is less than. So this is not correct. So which of the following is correct? We have number 3.